Traders, it's Samurai Trader here. Welcome to this training session, scalping and day trading the NQ and micro NQ. The emphasis in today's video will be on the micro because there's just been a massive shift towards trading the micro NQ over the last 12 months and just some great opportunities virtually every day trading the micro NQ. So I'm going to be showing you how I actually trade this market. I'll also walk you through step by step. Look, I'll try to keep this under 30 minutes, but there's so much I want to share with you in this video. First of all, there is a risk in trading. Please don't trade with money you can't afford to lose. Stay on the simulator until you're consistently profitable. I was actually going to be recording this last Thursday, August the 6th, and I actually had it already. I just ran out of time, and on that trading day I was up 2100, and that's not actually the video I'm going to be replaying today, but then today, which is just turned Monday US time, the market's been very slow. So of recent times I've been trading the micro NQ 16 tick, and the 16 tick on the big contract would be very expensive to trade because of a stop size required. However, on the micro contract, you only need a stop size of around $28 per contract. Now today, just a few minutes ago, I was trading the 10-5 contract. That is a Renko chart of 10 offset by 5. Now very quickly, money management is everything in our business because we are ultimately money managers. We're managing our own capital, and this is where so many traders go off the rails because of greed and fear and so many other reasons. I might even turn off the camera here just so we can stay focused on the slides here. So I just want to give you a quick rundown on the actually 4 trades I've taken, and then I'm going to play back a recording and walk you through another 4 trades taken live on the MNQ. Now first of all, I'm very much one on setting targets. What's a really sensible no nonsense target? $45 a day per contract traded. If you're going to trade the 10-5, now you do need $900. You can start with a smaller account, of course, but the smaller the account, the faster the market's going to be moving. That is, we never ever risk any more than 2% of our account. Now let's just say here we started off with 900, went for $45 a day. Within 16 weeks we've now got 5,700 in our account. We're up to 26,000, sorry, weekly income I should say. We've now got 26,000 in our account. Potentially by week 19 I'm earning around 12,000 a week, got 55,000 in my account. Now before you say this just can't be done, wait and let me show you this. Okay, so first of all, here I've just taken some screenshots of the slides, and I've actually recorded this as well, which I'll play back at another time. So this is Monday the 10th of August, just after midnight, and I went for 3 out of 3. And well, I took 3 trades and got 3 out of 3. Now I then, not long after, and I'll show you this on the charts in a moment, then saw another really good setup. Now I'm a big one in POQ, power of quitting. That is, I like to hit my target, then wrap things up for the day. And what we can see here, my target for the day was actually where is it here, $45 a day. Now that is a 5% return on a $900 account. Now that ain't bad. I then took off, achieved that target within 3, and then executed another trade here. And this is for members watching this. This is a T10 on the anchor chart 1. So let me just quickly go to the charts here. So what we're looking at here, traders, is a 10-5 Renko chart. And as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, an hour or so ago, I fired off. I was trading for 25 contracts and executed 3 trades for 3 winners. A couple of minutes later, I saw this one here. It was a T10 on my higher time frame, and traders, a T10 is a very high probability setup which you can get set up on all time frames. For an example, there was a T10 right there. There were 2 potential T10s on our entry chart there, one there and one up here which I actually took. We see these every day. They're just very high probability setups. Now traders, this is where we are right now. So we can see the last basically the last hour, it's just been ticking away very slowly. In an hour and 10 minutes we do have the London Open, which is 2 a.m. Central Standard Time, so that will change things again because the volume will really pick up. But let's go back to our PowerPoint here. And so those were the trades. So that was last Thursday. I had last Friday off. Then this is today's trades, and let's now get into the recording. But before I do, very quick advertisement: if you haven't already downloaded my ebook, The Truth About Day Trading, please do. Also traders, make sure you subscribe to my channel. That way you're kept up to date, and please give me a big thumbs up. It's certainly motivating. The more thumbs up I get, the better. And bottom line is, if you like what you see, a very quick advertisement here: for $297 you have lifetime access to my members website, and which is in my opinion, well, I know it is the most comprehensive day traders and scalpers website I know of, or members area I should call it. Actually, there's hundreds of hours of recordings there. There's over 35 PowerPoints. There's free indicators. All of my indicators are free for each platform. If I haven't coded my indicators for your platform, nearly all of my indicators are derivatives of a standard indicator. And so I give you the indicator settings that I use, so you get all of that for $297. You can find a link below. On top of that, I run both the live trading room 3 days a week and a coaching room twice a week. Each of these sessions run for 2 hours. I'll also give you a free pass. This is the first time I've ever done this, to my live trading room for a month. So you can come to 12 2-hour live sessions, and you also get 8 2-hour coaching sessions. Now traders, these are listed on my website for $197 and $297 a month. However, you're going to get a month to both rooms absolutely free, as well as lifetime access to my program and any upgrades, etc. So there is a link below, $297, and by the way, there is no other sign up, no other commitment required. And of course I give you full email support. Besides, in the rooms, both the live trading room and the coaching room, you can type in questions, so you actively watch me as I'm calling trades, explaining trades as they set up in real time, and you have lifetime access to those recordings as well. Okay, now moving on, begin with the end in mind. The late Stephen Covey wrote a book called The 7 Habits. One of them was all about setting beginning with the end in mind. In other words, having a clear vision of where you wish to go, and that is where you'll see me bring this up every single trading session I run. Now of course this will vary on the market that we're trading and the time frame, and the reason I'm bringing this up is one of my long-term members, this Roman, I think he's probably been a member since about, I don't know, 2016 2018. Last week we're talking about this is only last week, where trading the micro MNQ 30 tick, as he says here, you can easily target 250 a day on a micro. Now, and how that come up was, during the after hours market, the Globex market, which we're talking about trading right now, generally we're trading a 10 to a 16 tick. But when the New York hours picks up, or the market opens I should say, the market really picks up, and that's where then we need to have a high or trade a higher time frame. Now if you're trading the 30 tick NQ, you need $2,600 to do it properly. Now you don't have to, there are other ways around it. But if you went for $200 a day, look where you are potentially in 8 weeks. 10,000 a week income, 20,000 within 10 weeks. That's the true potential. Now I'm going to show you in a moment in the live video how to do this. But what's really important, you at least be open-minded that it can be done, traders. You'll see my videos how I do this day in, day out. I've got hundreds of them. I just don't have enough time, traders. Like, these are just some of the videos for the month of July. I just haven't had a chance to go and record them all. So where I record my trading session, now what I don't do when I am recording my sessions, I'm really focused, so you won't hear me. I'll give a voiceover afterwards, because when we trade we need to be focused, traders. So come and join hundreds of other traders in my coaching room, and I'm going to teach you how to do this. Now first of all, let's now go to the 16 tick, because that's the replay I'm going to be giving you in a moment. If you go for a 5% return per day, just $70 a day, that is after any losses, of course. That's 4 net 5-step trades or 3 7-step trades, and I'll show you what that is in a moment. 17 weeks, there's your 12,000 a week income potentially. Let's up that to $100 a day. That's 25 steps a day, but that's 6 5-step trades a day. And for the young guns that want to really stay there maybe and trade for 2 or 3 4 hours a day, 150 a day. Look where you are there in potentially 7 weeks. Okay, they're trading 10 lots, 12,000 a week income. Traders, that is the true potential, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Now first of all, overall you'll see quite often I take counter trend trades, but I've also been trading for close to 29 years. So as a scalper and day trader, I've developed what I call SSP, subtle sensory perception. You can sort of see the patterns setting up. However, for new traders, it's a real Achilles heel. Do not trade counter trend trades or reversion to the mean trades until you master trading with the trend. Now in today's session, you're going to see I actually had 3 with trend trades and 1 counter trend trade. So I had 4 out of 4. Now here my target is on 20 contracts, $100 per contract. Now traders, this here is just before midnight, by the way, Central Standard Time, and you can be trading 23 hours a day. In fact, you can get home from work and start trading at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There's some fantastic trading opportunities after 6 p.m. And right through to then the New York session. And once we hit the New York session, you do need to trade a higher time frame. So let me now pull this up, the 28th. though let's play this recording back, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what I'm looking for. Now first of all, if we look at this, I'm using NinjaTrader, so all of my indicators I have coded for NinjaTrader. For many other platforms I haven't coded, but I give you all of the indicator settings, so you can basically match exactly what I do. Now this is what we call a 2B, and see these lines here, these are called pivots, and they become a self-fulfilling prophecy. As a professional trader, I buy and sell into pivots day in, day out. Now they're a good 80 to 90% win-loss ratio. They kick butt, but there are rules to them. Okay, that is, we've got to be a certain distance within a pivot. For an example, too far away, I want you to imagine, and this is the low of day, which I classify as a pivot as well. Okay, and the green line there, that's the high of day. So we've just rolled over past midnight, and that is a 𝗧𝗺𝗺𝗃𝗺 pivot, it's called. Now if you've never traded before, once I teach you how to trade these, after an hour you go, aha, now I get it, because they plot automatically. So do my arrows and the white paint bars, etc. So I have a set target, and once I hit that target, that's it. I usually finish for the day. It's really, trading is about lifestyle. So haven't quite touched my target down here, so I'm now rebounding. So once again, my target's 2,000 a day. Now with that being said, up till recent times I've been trading the ES, which still is my favorite market. In fact, let me just show you this on the ES. So if we go and look at the ES right now as an example, okay, so you can just see we're plotting along here and we're starting to take off because so it's now 1 a.m. so we're now starting to see a lot of the European markets open. But with the ES, if we look at this just here, this is the last hour of price action. Now you had an entry there, here, and here, and up here. Each one of the, we call these steps, by the way. It doesn't matter which market you're trading, but your value will vary. Like this is what we call a 2-1, so it means that each step is 1 tick. Okay, and I'm after 350 a day on this market. Now that's 28 of those steps after any losses. Now I want you to also notice the trend we've got here. So what can you see here? You can see white arrows, paint bars, okay, on the way up. You can then see bounces off EMAs. And so what I'm doing here, traders, is trading patterns, geometric patterns that we see set up day in, day out. So all of these, any potential setup I have is a pattern. So here I've got a bit of a bounce. I'm targeting down here the low of day. Now very good chance, and I've added, okay, I'd forgotten about this is going back a couple of weeks, this video. So if I'm, say, in a really good position, that is I've got a bounce off a good trending EMA, I'm close to a pivot, and a couple of other things I look at on my higher time frame, I will add to a position. Now I can also add, because I only risk 1% per trade, where if you're risking 2% per trade, which is your maximum risk, I recommend, unless you're an experienced profitable trader, okay, you only risk 2. It's total open positions. Remember, you're in this for long term. Now just note here, I've automatically gone to break even on one lot. I've pulled it back because I could easily bounce again, and so very high probability these trades. Okay, so here I had 2% max exposure. Now I'm now at break even. Now I've got a bounce. Now note here on the second contract, the second lot, I haven't been filled. It actually tagged my target but did not fill me. So that happens quite regularly. So if ever you're back testing an idea, or if you're a new trader and you see you go and touch your target, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to walk away with a profit. Okay, you need to see it actually tick through by 1 tick to guarantee that you actually get filled. So now I've locked in 8 ticks, so I'm out of that trade, and in fact that's a T10 just forming there at the moment. So I'll just look for my next trade I took just here. So okay, so I am going long on this T10. This is a counter trend trade. Now a T10 is what I call a reversion to the mean. You don't actually have to have any divergence with a T10, so therefore the entry rules are very strict, but once again it's purely rules based, and it's purely a high probability pattern. You know, traders will ask me, look, how come you seem to always be getting 80 to 90% win-loss ratios? Why is that? Because I've developed for disciplined traders to look for the best bounces, for the best setups. I don't trade 60-40 setups. That is, if I think it's only got a 60-40, those odds don't work for me. Okay, now just note what's happened there. I've now automatically gone to break even, and I'm quite happy for that because it is a counter trend trade, or potentially. Okay, so now I've locked a few more ticks in. Oh no, I've brought it back down. So here's why I'd bring it back down. I'd be looking at my higher time frame, see where my target is. Okay, so automatically most of the time I've got a 56 tick target when I'm trading the 16 tick. So therefore my target, my stop, my apologies, will be 56 ticks, and my target generally is 56. Okay, so I must have paused the video there. Here is the fourth trade I've taken, and that took off pretty quickly. I can see there, it just went bang. Now what can you see about my high probability setups? I'm bouncing off trending EMAs with additional entry signals, being the white paint bars and my hooks. As you can see, the arrows. Traders, this is not rocket science. It really isn't. It's about waiting for these setups. Now today, for an example, on the ES, it's like the NQ's been very quiet, and that's where you're getting much more bang for your buck with the trading range on the micro NQ. We've just been getting these fantastic waves on the micro and just incredible volumes. In fact, let me show you the volume for today thus far. So if we look at today, so this is still the recording going in the background. Whoops, get that back again for you. So if we look over here, where are we? Micro NQ there, 352,000 contracts traded, and that's actually low today compared to the ES 43,000 contracts. Gold, micro ES 81,000. The big contract on the NQ only 42,000. So we're seeing this massive volume. So what that actually means, traders, you can easily be trading 30-40 contracts even after hours. Now you go and multiply that by, say, 40 contracts by $100 a contract, you're kicking butt big time. And so I'm after here 100 a day per micro traded, and what that means is effectively I need five 6-step moves. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Romped it in. And so I call these steps. Okay, and the step, as I mentioned earlier, the value will differ depending on the market that you're trading. Let's now just duck back to the live charts and see what's happening. Now on the ES, you can see we would have already wrapped our trading up for the day here anyway. Well, that's if you're doing what I do. That is, I believe, as I mentioned in POQ, I want to get in, get out, get paid. There's a T10 just there, by the way, as well. So there, $350 a day. I need 5 6-step trades a day. That's all I need, is 5 of these a day, right? Each one of these is in excess of 6 steps, and that's $350 a day. It makes you a great deal of money. You know what the greatest challenge is with traders is greed. They're not willing to put the time and effort into mastering the art of day trading and learning how to trade these trades correctly. Traders, why don't you come and join me for $297? It's the last $297 you'll ever need to spend. Yes, you've got the option, by the way, that's why I've got hundreds in my live trading room, in the coaching room. You got the option of signing on after that per month, but that's totally up to you, and you're not signing up for that initially. And yes, I do deals, 12-month deals, etc. But make no mistake, traders, this is a $10,000 program. It's the last program you'll ever need. I'm teaching you how to trade counter trend, with trend, range bound markets, and I'm allowing you to attend my live room and coaching sessions. So you'll find the link below. Make sure you also subscribe to my channel. And traders, if you want to learn how to trade like this, come and join me. Once again, look at what for the logic. I want you to consider for logic. What's happening with my EMAs here? Look at my indicators. We're trading overall in the direction, and I just happen to have discovered some incredible entry techniques that kick butt. All right, traders, come and join me. I'll see you in one of my coaching rooms. Thanks, traders.